I don't even know how to get to you anymore.
I know, we'll have to see. We're notifying viewers that you're live. We'll see how this works out for me. Not advertising it, haven't been live in a while, going at a weird time. So many things could go wrong with this.
I gotta get you up here.
Ah, there's me some Jin Jin.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, hello, hello. Hi, Sarah. Chelsea, look at you people. Thank y'all. Look at you, Miss Jen. I appreciate you instantly sharing my life. Yeah, Sissy saying she missed you ladies. Have you found me yet, Dee?
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Dee was just saying it has been a while. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Look at you beautiful people. Sharing and liking my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. I'm back. I know I wasn't sure. I had doctor's appointments this morning. Then I had some reading. I had a couple of readings, and I was like, I have a little bit of time, Dee. Do you have time to moderate? So here we are. Chelsea Neal. It's been thank you, Devin. Devin said she was just thinking about you. It's been a while. I've had some challenges. And I want to tell you something funny. It's not really funny, but it's ironic. So, for those of you who are in my Divine Collective, you've already heard this story, so y'all heard it last night. You'll have to excuse it, but it was just interesting because they changed my cancer medications starting the beginning of December and put me through the ringer. I mean, there was huge side effects. I had all kinds of upset stomach, rashes, mouth sores, just all kinds of things. I think the message about the dog bedding was the mess was I had this morning. Oh my goodness, yes, those dogs. I took those beds out in the garage. It's like, look, Odin, that's like the second $200 bed that he was tearing up. We can't have nice things because of him. So through Christmas, I had gone to the doctor and they had said my immune system was extremely low. Well, then I developed COVID. And my body, yes, I'm going to do cards in just a second. My body was like barely holding its own. And so it was interesting because last night I asked in my Divine Collective, and there were several people that have had this feeling, if anyone's ever felt their life force leaving them. Because there was one day, I just knew that my body couldn't do it anymore, that it was giving up. You know, I had these side effects from this cancer that was rampaging through my body. And on top of that, I was having COVID, like fevers and all of this stuff. And I knew my body was giving up. So this would have been, was it Thursday of last week? I don't know if it was Thursday or Friday. So I was laying in bed and all of a sudden I felt really light. And I could just feel myself floating and being very light. And I was like, oh, this is what people talk about. And then my soul dropped back into my body. And I was like, And then it left again. And so there's this back and forth thing for a while. And so I knew that my life force was leaving, but I really didn't have any want to keep it, to stop it from happening, if that makes sense, which has never been me. I am always a fighter. If anyone knows me, I'm a fighter. And so then I have a guide. One of my guides is a lady, and she's very, I want to say bitchy, but she's very cut and dried. And so she was beside me. I kind of felt a presence to my right, and I looked, I don't know what kind of piece of paper she was looking at. She said, it's not your time. And I said, it's not my time. And I could feel my life force leaving. She said, it's not your time, get up now. And so the second I could feel the soul coming back into my body, I jumped up out of the bed and started rummaging through my medicine cabinet to see what I had. Now at this point, I had already sent my doctor's nurse a email, and the subject of the email was help. Now, it makes sense when I went to see my doctor. My doctor was actually out of town, and I didn't know that, and the nurse, I think, was just placating me. I didn't realize that because I am not someone who cries wolf. Like, by the time I ask for help, I freaking need help. If I have come to the point where I'm done, and I'm like, I give I need help. That is, I have to have help. I wait way too long before I ask. And I'd had some back and forth with my doctor's nurse, and she just wasn't, she's pretty much like, it sucks to suck. She did not use those words. She used them very nice and sugar-coated them. So I got out of bed and I went to my medicine cabinet, and I was touching medicine. I was like, okay, I have some Tylenol with codeine. Nope, that's just gonna cover up the symptoms. So I put that to the side. I had some antibiotics. Nope, not gonna help. And then I dug in the back and I had some old prednisone from when I had it prescribed. I don't know, it was probably expired. So I do not recommend anyone doing what I did. But when I grabbed the prednisone, I was like, oh, this is it. And that was what turned it around for me. Now, don't worry. Had I not found something in that medicine cabinet to help me, I would have gone to the emergency room. I wouldn't have just, not done anything. So, but the prednisone is what turned it around. And it was funny because I had the email I sent to my doctor. I had addressed 2 nurses because my doctor has a nurse, and then I'm in a trial study. And so the trial nurse was also on there. And she, today when I was at the doctor's office, she apologized. So she knew that, and she could tell, talking to her, she knew the way the other nurse was responding to me wasn't helpful. So I think it's funny that this nurse who's been known me for a couple of years didn't get that I was asking for help and was serious. And this nurse who just met me was like, oh my goodness, something's wrong. So that tells you who's intuitive and who listens to it. Now, what's also funny is my doctor's been been off for a couple of weeks. She just went back to work yesterday, and I was telling her this story about my life force was leaving me. I was dying, and she said that she heard another patient use those exact same words yesterday, and then I was using those today. So that's something else to think about, and I always think it's ironic that my doctor recognized this rhythm of, wait a minute, I've had 2 patients say that same thing to me in 2 days. What's going on here? I'll tell you another part of that story. Now, I did think maybe I was losing my mind, but what happened, I was like, oh yeah, no, this is serious, is about the time I'm having all these going on, I had a friend that I haven't heard from in about 2 years. There was not a big breakup or anything. You know how you just kind of drift apart, you don't hear from people? I haven't heard from her in 2 years, and all of a sudden, she's messaging me, asking, hey, Christy, you're on my mind. How are you feeling? Another friend of mine, within about 20 minutes of that, messaged me, who is in contact with me all the time, but she's like, Christy, all of a sudden, I'm feeling really concerned for you. So if you feel like your life force is leaving and people start messaging you, get your butt to the ER. Don't dig through your medicine cabinet like Christy did. I don't recommend that. All right. Jen, thank you so much for all the shares. This card read is going to be for Jen. We are going to do some card reads, and then we're going to roll into Spirit Led. All right. I don't like that view y'all get of me. And it's really close up. Okay. Okay, this is for Jen. As y'all know, I'm using a tarot deck, which is, it's an Angel Tarot, but it's based on the original Rider-Waite deck. It has the same cards, same concept, just different artwork. I'm getting 2 major arcana cards and 2 minor arcana cards. So the first one is a 10 of Pentacles. This is really about abundance. And even if you don't feel like abundance is coming your way, it's like the accumulation of this suit. So you are taking all the lessons that has come from, I'm hearing the last 14 months. And it's like you're bringing them all together and you're putting them into one concise folder to make a decision from. And the decision is going to be about the 5 of Cups. It's about relationships and the troubles and instability and the unpredictability of a relationship in your life. Cups is about relationships. 5 is about really the instability, the who's playing with you through the radio, about the instability and unpredictability of those. And you can see how she's just kind of like over it. She's like, I am so freaking over this relationship that does not go the way it should. Next is the Judgment card. Judgment is not about someone passing judgment on you. This is about you making a decision, you making a judgment about the direction that your life should go. Now, I'm feeling that Jen has made a decision about the way that her life should go, and she's headed in that direction, and she's like, yes, we made a decision, this is the way we're going. And then we're going to end with the Wheel of Fortune card, which is a beautiful card. It's about your realizing the goals and dreams that you have been coming from. I'm sorry, I was just reading on here, someone is saying good evening. I was like, good evening? Where are they? Where are you, baby love? All right, thank you, Jen Jen. Yes, I have heard of PEMF. Absolutely, I have. I actually have a machine in that I use frequently. It's called, there's several machines on the market that puts out scalar energy. And this happens to be Dr. Tennant's machine. But I do have a machine that I use that puts out what's called scalar energy, which is in the same realm as PEMF. Okay. All right, Miss Tiffany, this is for Tiffany. Thank you for sharing and liking my live. I so appreciate you. Let's see what we can get going here for Miss Tiffany. I think of Tiffany's name, and then I just shuffle the cards until the cards stick and say stop, and they just did that. And they're like, yep, stop it, no more. Okay, so this is for Miss Tiffany. I'm getting a glare on these cards. I don't usually get that. Okay, very good. So we have, this is really about work and you defending yourself. The first card we have here is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is for Tiffany. Pentacles is about material goods, about work, your physical walk on this earth, and the Knight is really about gaining confidence. Be confident in who you are, Miss Tiffany. Be confident in where you stand. Be confident in what you're saying. You do not have to justify your decisions and your actions. How do I know that? Because this next card is about the Seven of Wands. You see how he's standing here with his sword and, well, it's not really a sword, it's a stick, and the shield. This is about defending yourself. And again, we have a Five of Wands. These cards are all about restriction and defending yourself and people thinking of you wrongly. In the end, you want to make sure you are developing some stability, that you are doing, you're laying a strong foundation and you're walking integrity. So Tiffany, this is telling me that someone in your life, you find yourself constantly defending yourself, constantly saying, trying to justify your actions, trying to say where you're coming from. It's okay to defend ourselves one time. It's okay to say, you know, this is why I made that decision. This is why I chose to make this decision. But you don't have to keep doing it. There is someone out there who is stabbing you in the back. Ignore them. You cannot please everyone. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just got a text. That's from one of my kids. Oh, so one of my kids was watching my live. So this is children, right? One of my kids was just watching my live, which my husband did not even know because he had been home with me, but the day that I was feeling so awful and felt like I was really dying, he had gone to work. By the time he got home, I'd started the prednisone, I was feeling better, So apparently one of my kids was watching my live, so she took time out of her schedule to send me a text chewing me out for not going to the emergency room. So, McKenna, I would have gone to the emergency room had the medication not worked. Gotta love them babies, right? And she's not a baby, she's a grown-ass woman. Okay, yes, thank you, Raquel, for asking. If TikTok gets banned, where can you find you? Alexis down, I knew it was McKenna, right? Alexis, what's she doing chewing her mama out? I just don't even know, Alexis. What you gonna do with her? I have all the social medias. YouTube, yes, Heather said YouTube. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I am going to, though I prefer to go live on TikTok because it's just easier to navigate. I will continue to keep going live. Usually I'll go live on TikTok and then switch from TikTok over to Instagram. TikTok and switch over to YouTube. So that's the way I will continue doing it unless TikTok. I don't know. I mean, do y'all feel like TikTok's going to get banned? Let's do a poll.
They're trying.
Alexis, I don't know with her. She's a fiery woman. I won't mess with her. Alexis is talking to my daughter, the one who was emailing me, but she's my kid. We can go toe to toe. Who do you think raised her? Okay. Jalen, no, I don't think so. Laura said she was just asking herself that. No. Jen is saying yes, it will come, but it will come back. What do you think, Dee?
If nobody buys it, it will be fine by.
I don't think it's going to be banned. Dee said that she thinks it will. Or they were extending it, but I don't think so. No, it will be kicked down the road. I have mixed feelings about it. Again, Laura said she has mixed feelings about it. So now when you talk about these mixed feelings, what that could easily be is you already have downloaded Red Note just in case. Now that is hysterical. I love that. Red Note is, like, this is just so how Americans react, right? So the government thinks that they're going to control us, right? We're going to ban TikTok. Everyone's like, all right, sweet. And then download Red Box or whatever. I mean, that's a straight up Chinese smorgasbord right there. I don't even think it's in English yet. So yes, it may be banned temporarily, but I do think it will come back. If it is taken down, I don't think it will be for long. It will come back. Red Note, they'll give it right back. Once they realize we get Red Note, they will come right back. I know. It's like, I don't know what the hell is going on in this country right now. Okay, so let's answer some psychic questions real quick, and then we're going to roll into, because I'm getting quite a few psychic questions, and then we're going to roll. I was looking for my pendulum. I had one here somewhere. I had a new one that I really like, and it's an acrylic pendulum. There it is. Okay. Let's see, where was that question? Someone was talking about manifesting something. I have a psychic question. This is Devin Marie. I am manifesting something significant. Okay, so let's just think about this. Now, y'all know how to read. You want to drop into your body and see how it feels in your body. Devin Marie says, I have a psychic question. I am manifesting something significant. Will I do it? How does that feel in your body? Are y'all getting a yes or a no? Oh, that's so. Vibin says, Red Note is not like TikTok, it's like Pinterest. That's poopy. Okay, Jen says, yes. Sissy said yes. Lots of yeses. What are you feeling?
No.
Dee is feeling no. And someone else said possibly. I'm also feeling yes.
Darn.
I can be wrong. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? I'm going up. It's Jewel says, do you see me getting a job soon? I have the same name on Instagram. I'm going to follow you on your platforms. Oh, thank you, Bitter Hearts. She says that she follows me on all my platforms. Please do so. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. That's where you'll be finding me. I will continue to go live and do all the things. Okay, what are y'all feeling for her? Aw, thank you. So Bitter Heart said she loves my new letters. Newsletters, also you can go to my website, sign up for those. I put out a newsletter every week. They are very informative, even if I say so myself. Yes, in 2 months. What was the daggum question? Do you remember what the question was? I got distracted.
Mm. I don't.
Oh, is Jules going to find a job soon?
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling about 8 to 10 weeks also. I see a lot of people are saying yes. Someone had put on their 2 months. I'm feeling about, Sissy said 2 to 3 months. April, when would that be? January to February, March. So that'd be about right, around April. So it looks like about 2.5 to 3 months is when everyone feels like you're going to be getting a job. Now remember, you have to keep rowing the boat. Gotta row the boat, row the boat. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm gonna keep track of the time. What time is it? 3:40. E-Coastal wants to know, will baby come naturally, or will Emily get induced? So will Emily's baby come naturally, or will she be induced? What are y'all getting? Emily, induced, naturally. And then, what are you getting, Dee?
Natural.
It's about 50-50 on here between natural and induced. Dee said natural. I'm feeling induced. You'll have to let us know, Emily. And congratulations either way. However that baby gets here, we're going to pray for a happy, healthy baby and non-traumatic. Okay, Allie wants to know, will my path lead me back to New Hampshire? I'm assuming that's what she's talking about, NH. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm going to go back to that one. Okay, what are y'all getting? Allie, will my path lead me back to New Hampshire? Do y'all see Allie in New Hampshire? You're feeling yes? I'm telling you, let's see, no. Someone said yes. Dee said yes. I'm feeling no. Dee and I are not in sync today.
No, we're not.
Which is okay. All right, there was one. Okay, Jen. Will I get the job I'm interviewing for? Last time you said no, and I didn't get that one. I don't remember telling you no, Jen. That must have been difficult for me. I don't like telling people bad news. But Jen is saying she did not get the last job she interviewed for. Apparently she's interviewing for another one. Is she going to get this upcoming job? What are y'all feeling? Is Jen going to get this job she just interviewed for? What are you getting, Dee?
No. I hate to say that.
I know. Okay, so everyone here is saying yes. Dee is getting no. And I was feeling about it. So let's break this down. Brittany, no, but you wouldn't want it anyway. Okay, so Dee is feeling no. A lot of people are saying yes. So let's follow this energy. Laura is saying I get a no as well, but it's for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what is this energy? I'm sorry, people. I am recovering from COVID, so as y'all see me wiping my nose and sneezing, that's what it is. I'm no longer contagious, so y'all couldn't get anyway because we are, via all this. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling no on the job, but this interview leads to something else. So I'm feeling no for this, but it's almost like the people are saying, you know what, we interviewed for this job, but we think you would be a better fit for this one. This job, I'm hearing no for. but it leads you to something else. Sissy said if it's not this one, she's going to get something else she wants really soon. And that's what I'm feeling, is that something is going to lead to something else. Okay. Ooh, this is a tough one. Tina wants to know, will my daughter get her boyfriend, baby daddy, out of her life soon and get on with her life? What are y'all feeling? Is Tina's daughter going to get her baby daddy out of the picture and get on with her life? What are y'all hearing with it for that? You're welcome, Jen. Oh, this is running about 50-50 right now. What are you getting?
Yes, with some persuasion.
Persuasion from the mom, like pressuring the daughter, or what persuasion?
I think her mom or her parents or friends or somebody's going to push her.
Okay, so we're getting about 50-50 in the comments. A lot of people are saying eventually, like 3 to 4 months, 6 months. Dee is saying that she needs some persuasion. I'm feeling Laura saying no, he's always in her ear. That is true. And I'm feeling it's going to be a journey. Eventually she's going to get him out of her life, but it's going to be a long time, and it's going to be a long road. Because there's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He completely plays her, and he's not faithful. I don't know if anyone else was getting that. I'm so sorry. It's so hard to see your kid go through that. All right, let's see here. Prissy Missy wants to know, will my husband switch companies in the next few months? Prissy Missy, will my husband switch companies in the next few months? What are y'all getting on that? Getting a couple of yeses, no, getting more yeses than nos. What are you getting, Dee? No. Gosh, Dee, why aren't we aligned today? I'm getting a no on that.
To go deeper.
Prissy Missy's husband going to get a new job. I'm getting a no, Prissy Missy. It was about, I don't know, I think yeses were winning in the comments. Dee was saying yes. I was feeling no. All right. You're welcome. There is a gentleman who's interrupted me. I had to make a note of his name because he was being so... I was trying to decide Okay, can I answer a couple more of these questions? Okay, I'm just going to answer a couple more of these questions, and I'm going to go with this gentleman who just stepped up, who was interrupting me. Okay, Sarah wants to know, is there any hope that things could turn around before I give up? Sarah wants to know, is there any hope that things could... Okay, let's just say we're going to make this a yes, no, easy. Should Sarah give up? So clearly she's been working towards something. She wants to know if she should give up. Hi, Virginia. Thinking of some yeses, some nos. More no's. What are you getting, Dee?
Pretty definite no.
Dee's getting a definite no also. I'm getting a yes.
Okay, quit.
No, but I would have wondered if it was in the wording of this. Okay, so let's ask this. This situation that... Because when y'all talk about giving up, like, are we... See, that's what I'm talking about. Virginia was like, never give up. I kind of knew what she was talking about. So in my head, it was set. Like I knew what the situation she was talking about. So let's think about this. Was that Sarah? Is that who that was? Okay. Okay. Should Sarah continue pursuing the person? Let's put it that way. Should Sarah continue pursuing the person? Hell no. Aunt B was saying, oh, hell no. No. I knew it was in the give up because whenever I say, should she give up, people don't like, like, no, you don't give up. You charge forward. And so I knew that's what was making people hold up. So the answer is no. You should not keep pursuing. You've done all you can, honey buns. All right. There is a gentleman stepping up. He's letting me know he has, it's like Al or Arnold is his name. He is showing me that he was 6 foot tall. He always had some kind of polyester pants on and a button-up shirt, but not like an expensive like suit type pants and expensive shirt. He's showing me, gosh, you know, I wish I had this word that was better to describe what I'm feeling off of him than what's coming to mind. But that just kind of, I want to say greasy person. Allery? It could be Allery because I wrote, the first thing I wrote down was Al. Like that's what I wrote down. Whenever I was doing the psychic readings, and I was like, okay, dude, let me just make a note of this real quick. And I was putting Al, and the only thing I could come up with was Alfred, which didn't feel right to be in the name. Oh, Albert. We could go with Albert either way. Okay, so I'm hearing this name, Al. He's saying he was about 6 foot tall. He always wore like polyester pants and these button-up shirts. He just had this kind of, and greasy is not the right word. I can't come up with another one because it wasn't like he was physically greasy. There's just kind of schmoozy, not classy feel about him. He smoked, and he is also showing me he wore glasses. He had a lanky feel to him about him. He's showing me he had long legs. Yes, I know he was 6 foot tall, but it really wasn't in his torso. It was in his legs. He had long legs. He served a tiny stint in the military. He was in the military, but it feels like it was just a tiny stint. He's also making me feel like he was always just above the law. Like he followed the law, but barely. Okay, does anyone know who this gentleman is? Is anyone going to claim this gentleman? If he is yours, please put a yes in the comments. Let's see if we can get him claimed real quick. Doesn't look like we're going to get him claimed. Let me recap one more time. If he's yours, please put a yes in the comments. I'm hearing the name Al around him. 6 foot tall. He always wore like polyester pants and like these button-up shirts. And I'm just getting kind of a feel for him. He was always looking, he was kind of a shyster, always looking for the next big deal. Like, if he could get away with it, he was going to. He smoked, he wore glasses. He had long legs, so though, yes, he was tall. I said he was 6 foot tall. It was in his legs. He also served a stint in the military. I don't feel like he was in the military for a long time, but he was definitely in the military. Does this gentleman fit anyone? Are we going to get him claimed? If he's yours, please put a yes in the comments. Doesn't look like we're going to get him claimed right now anywhere. Oh my goodness. So I have a book that as I read, or no, I'm not sure how long in the Army. I don't remember glasses, but maybe. Okay, we'll address that in a second. So I have this book that I always keep notes in, as I doodle and write, and I'm on my last page of my book. Okay, so Kippy Pep, which I love that name, was your dad, Arnold. What is he always trying to look for the next and greatest big deal? I mean, he followed the law, but if he could get away with it, he was going to kind of bend the rules some. Does that fit your dad? Because that's a huge part of this gentleman's personality. Kippy Pep, does that fit your dad? Yes, not a great person. Thank you, Kippy Pep, for saying that. I was not going to say that, but yes. Okay, Kippy Pep, I'm going to, oh, it won't let me ask you to go live. So Kippy Pep, down at the bottom of your screen is a, it says guests, and it's a blue and pink person. Click that and request to go live with me. Let's see. Oh, there she goes. Accept. Hi, how are you?
Hello,
So what is your name? Is it Kippy?
it's Kathy.
Kathy. All right. And so that described your dad?
Yeah, I just don't remember glasses.
Okay, everything else fit pretty perfectly.
Yeah, a heavy smoker, but yes.
Yeah. And it's so funny because I hated to say that about him, but when you said not a great person, yeah, but it wasn't like he was awful, like he was a murderer or something. But if he could bend the rules, if he could get away with taking something that wasn't his, he was absolutely going to do it.
Yep. 100%.
Yes. Also, this is just a side note, but he's kind of joking with me. Even if he was playing games, like if he was playing a card game or anything, he would cheat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
It makes me crazy when people do that.
Yeah.
Me and him would have fought.
Yeah, no, he'd like sneak cards under his lap and hide them in his sleeve. Yes.
Yes, that's what he is showing me. And he's laughing about it. I don't think it's funny, Dad, just so we're clear.
No.
It's annoying as hell.
Yeah.
He is, he's laughing and saying, oh, you girls need to lighten up. It's all in good fun. No, it's not.
Yep.
Now, in all seriousness, Kathy, he is talking about, I don't let spirit step up and say that they're proud of someone. They have to prove it. Saying I'm proud of them or I'm around them is just too general.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying how proud he is of you because you are everything he was not.
Oh.
Because of, and I have to give him kudos because he's not saying, oh, well, you know what, because I was so awful, that's why she's so good, because she didn't want to be that way. He is acknowledging that is why, because you saw the way he was and the way he made people feel and never wanted to do that.
A complete opposite, and that is so true.
Mm-hmm. And he's saying how proud he is of you that you made that choice. Like you really took the higher road. And to this day, you will take the higher road. I mean, you might have those thoughts in your head. I call them those thought bubbles, that we don't act on, but we would really like to.
Yeah. Yes.
And he is saying that you do have those thought bubbles, which who doesn't? Good grief. But you would never act on them. You would never hurt someone, and you always take the higher road. You're never going to be vengeful.
Yep, 100%.
And he's very proud of you for that. Now he's talking about who around you is in real estate.
My daughter.
Okay, your daughter is in real estate.
She's in mortgage, but helps people in real estate. I don't know how to explain it. It's a weird job. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard earlier. I'm getting over COVID. I'm fine. But that's the reason I'm wiping my nose. I just don't want y'all to see me why is she on live wiping her nose? He's very proud of your daughter, but she does need to take it one step further. She's got her feet wet with her career. There's going to be an opportunity opening up to her in 3 months, I'm hearing, and she needs to consider it.
Oh, she has been looking because she's considering staying in the same field, but changing direction.
Yes, that's exactly what he is showing me. That it's going to be closely related to what she's doing, but a little bit different, and the opportunities then come in 2 to 3 months.
Oh, wow. That would be nice.
She's this job that she had was imperative to the stepping stone, but she's kind of learned all she needs to learn from it.
I was just going to say she's outgrown it, but yes,
Yes,
it's exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. He is saying, I know this wasn't recent, but he is saying, look out for the frog. Did you recently have a frog somewhere around you? Who had the frog?
Not that I know of, but maybe my granddaughter has a stuffed animal.
Oh, she has a stuffed animal that's a
Yeah, I
frog.
don't know if it's real. I don't know if you mean like a real one, but I don't
So
know.
does your granddaughter have a stuffed frog that she carries around that she is partial to?
Sometimes, like when she's at my house, yes, she does, Yeah.
So you could tell I was very hesitant because I knew what he was showing me, and as a medium, I should know better. Just tell you what I'm seeing, but sometimes it's so outlandish because I was like, he's showing me someone carrying a frog, and he's saying, "Look out for the frog." Who's carrying a frog around? But that makes sense that your grandbaby has a stuffed frog.
Yeah.
So when people talk about things that I couldn't possibly know, it's a sign that they are around you.
Mm-hmm.
And your dad has done, I just want to say, a really good job of proving that he's around you by talking about your daughter's job, the changes there, your personality. So he is around you, and I appreciate you taking him today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Thanks, and feel better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Her dad did a good job. He gave a lot of good information. I appreciate him. Even with the beginning of his name and everything, he did a good job. All right. Okay, there is a gentleman stepping up who is showing me he is in a uniform. Is this police or a firefighter uniform? Honestly, I can't tell. This gentleman is it's a firefighter firefighter uniform. This guy either volunteered at the fire department or he was a fireman. He retired from it. I mean, if he volunteered, he did it for a lot of years. This gentleman was a firefighter and did that job for many, many years because he shows me starting out as a young guy in his career, he kind of ended it. It was who he was. He loved it. He is showing me having lung problems towards the end of his life. And it was more about some of the things he was exposed to in his line of work that caused him the lung problems. He is showing having several issues with his health towards the end of his life. Heart problems, which he is taking responsibility for, but then these lung problems, which he is showing me was part of his work. It feels like he was from the East Coast. I'm just hearing like this East Coast accent from him. He's also showing me going to the beach off and on, like going to the beach on the weekends. He didn't live on the beach, but he is showing me enjoying going to the beach. Okay, so let me recap this gentleman some. We have a firefighter here. I feel like he worked for it, but if you said no, but my whoever volunteered at the fire department forever, then I would take that. Many years, because he showed me starting out as a young man at this fire department and going on to when he was gray. So he was there for quite some time. He had some lung problems that was related to his work, but he also had some heart problems, which he's taking responsibility for just the way he lived his life. And he's mostly saying stress. Feeling like he was from the East Coast. I'm hearing this, am I muted? Can you hear me?
Oh, you're all right. You're all right.
Okay, I wasn't sure what someone said muted for. He feels like he has a. Okay, I'm not sure, Virginia. Everyone else is saying that they can hear me, so I'm not sure, honey. Maybe something's wrong with your connection.
Yeah. It's on her end.
He has an East Coast accent. He's also showing. I'm hearing Coney Island. I've never even been to Coney Island. And the beach. Does this gentleman sound familiar to anyone? I'm hearing Catholic. Family man. I know. You got to love technology when it works for you, right? I'm just looking at the time. I have a reading here in a few minutes. I can't be late for my reading. Okay. Does this gentleman sound familiar to anyone? Are we going to not have this man claimed? Okay, I'm going to recap real quick, and if he fits you, please say yes. We have a gentleman he's saying he was Catholic, he was a family man, he was a firefighter, he was in the fire department for a very long time. He had lung issues from the job, but he also had heart problems, which he's taking more responsibility. Oh, Sarah Lingo.
Her mom's dead.
All right, I just sent you an invitation to go live, Miss Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Doing good. Just
Now,
I'm
what
here
do
with
you-
my mom, going through old coins, and we're just listening to you.
Oh, fun. So where are you located, Sarah?
We're in Montana.
Montana, okay. So now you said this gentleman was your grandpa?
Yeah, my grandpa. Do you wanna try?
I can talk to
You
him.
know him better. Yeah.
And he
I'm
was
here too. He was my dad, Sarah's grandpa. Hi, it's
Aw.
Brenda.
Hi, you said you're Brenda? Okay, now
Yes.
Brenda, he had some lung problems from his job.
I'm not quite sure if it was job related. I know he was a smoker through the years. He's a World War II veteran.
Uh-huh.
So I was actually born years later from that, but
Because he is showing me I'm having problems breathing, and he did show me he was a smoker. And so when I went to ask him, I said, "Oh, your lung problems were from smoking," and he said, "No, job." So I'm wondering if it wasn't from his job in the military.
well, I'm not sure. I've recently, over the years, found out that my dad was very highly decorated. He was like what we would know to be a sniper in World War II.
Ah, very good.
He was
Oh, so probably a lot of.
firstborn generation here in America, and so he was bilingual when he enlisted and went back over. So I'm not quite sure what he all endured when he was there.
Very good. So, it's not unusual for spirits to come back and talk about like things that we can't really piece together, because part of his identifying information, because the second someone says they have problems breathing, I instantly go to, "Oh, you were a smoker?" And he said, "Yes, but that's not why." And so it's sometimes they will confirm information. You're like, "Oh, you know what? He was over there in World War II." Was he in France? Do you know where he was?
Yes, he's in multiple places. Yes, France, Germany.
Yeah. So I just asked him, I said, "Okay, if, we're trying to get to the bottom of this." I said, "If your breathing was related to you being in the war, what country did this happen in?" And he showed me a map of France.
Wow. Yes, very much so. Yeah. He was all throughout that. We know that.
Very good. And he was Catholic?
No.
Who was Catholic?
Presbyterian.
Presbyterian. Who was Catholic around him?
Trying to think. Catholic.
Was everyone Presbyterian?
I was going to say, from my family, we were raised Presbyterian, so unless it might have been.
There's a lady stepping up around him with a rosary.
Yeah, I was thinking. I think of grandma's side. My grandma of dad's side. I mean,
Of dad's side. Yeah, I think they were all more.
I had a. I
Um,
wonder if it's. This is like
Maybe.
kind of. So the thing is, this is my grandpa, but my great grandma on the other side, she was very Catholic, and she had a rosary, and she used to read the Bible to me
Okay,
when I
very
was
good.
young. So maybe
So as y'all know, I don't typically do like two spirits at one time because we're on a live. So, but this lady stepped up very firmly, holding her rosary like, I want to be acknowledged. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, we have someone who is definitely. And so she did a really good job. I just had a compliment your great grandma that she knew exactly what was going to get your attention, what was going to bring you back to that memory of. She's also saying, I asked her why she's stepping up. She's saying, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Have you been re-evaluating your faith?
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
interesting.
I just started grad school at Christian University, Colorado Christian University.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She is saying, one thing, congratulations on that. Very proud of you for
Thank
doing
you.
that. You are going to learn. She said, only take what resonates with you. So she shows me you're sitting in class, and it's so funny. You're taking a test and you're answering the questions in the way that you know they want them answered.
Mm,
But it's not the way that you think it is, if that makes sense.
yeah, really interesting. Yeah, definitely.
And she says, only take what resonates with you, honey.
I love
You are
that.
going to really come out of this with a different way of thinking. I know that you're going into it thinking you're getting an education that's going to have you believe in one way. And it's really going to start making you have more questions than answers. And she's saying, always follow your intuition.
I love that. Aw, that's really cool.
So
Yeah.
back to the grandfather energy. He is acknowledging. Okay, so I know what he's showing me. I'm not quite sure what he's meaning by this. He's showing me a kitchen full of food. There's a lot of chaos going on. Did someone have my dog that like stole a plate or stole some food off the counter? Did y'all have a dog that was food snatching?
Did you have a dog at Ponderosa?
We always had a dog.
Yeah.
My dad was a firm believer in having a dog. I fall too when I was young. My older brother, when we first went, this is so crazy. It brings to mind this dog. It's a big collie. Her name was Lassie. She belonged to my brother Steve, actually, but she was our family dog.
Mm-hmm.
Part
Did
of
that
our
dog have a problem stealing food, like counter surfing and stealing food?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Letting herself inside and outside of the house when she pleased. She could
Yes.
run the door.
Because they showed me this dog just wreaking havoc and just kind of going through. You're turning to talk to someone, and you turn back, and your plate's like gone, or there's something missing off of it. And this dog had absolutely no qualms about the way she behaved.
Very spoiled, very spoiled. And she was the only one that was really allowed to be in throughout the house, if that makes sense, you know?
Yes, it's very cute, this dog. Like, I could, as a dog owner, I would find it kind of annoying, but it's very cute to look at it from my side, where you see this dog just
Yeah, it's still
prancing
annoying. Yeah.
in, like shows me this dog prancing in, walking through the kitchen. Oh, I want that. Grabbing it off the counter, just keeps walking like nothing's wrong. No guilt at all. Thank you, ladies, for letting me read your people today. I so appreciate it.
We appreciate
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you so
Take
much.
care.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, for everyone who is watching, please make sure you follow me on my other accounts on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That's where I will definitely also be making an appearance. Typically, I go live from here and then to one of those. Someone asked if I have a live schedule out. I don't. I wasn't even planning going live today. I just happened to have some time and had the energy. I will try to get a live schedule out. I have had, I'm so sick, freaking sick. And for anyone that has ever had some health problems, you'll know what I'm talking about. Do you ever get tired of talking about your freaking health problems? Lord have mercy. Sick of talking about them. Sick of them affecting my life. So, getting over COVID knocked me through the ringer. So I will hopefully get a live schedule out, because I would really like to be going more on a scheduled manner so that y'all can follow me more. I do appreciate everyone who followed me today, who came over here and found me. I so appreciate you. It was good seeing everyone. Now I'm going to run into a reading that's actually, it's funny we ended with a pet, because my next reading is a pet communication reading. All right, thank you. Y'all have a great day.